following the scandalous revelation that the Justice Department mishandled evidence in the case of former President Donald Trump's leaked classified documents. Congressman Jim Jordan has launched an investigation into the incident. In a sharp letter to the DOJ, Jordan made it clear that prosecutors like Special Op Vinatel Jack Smith and his team have an obligation to pursue justice without resorting to prosecution by false pretenses. This puts Smith in an extremely risky position, and he has been called to testify before the Senate. The situation is further complicated by the fact that Judge Eileen Cannon has indefinitely suspended Trump's case on classified documents due to evidence of White House involvement and confirmation of evidence tampering. According to Judge Cannon, the case has many confusing issues to sort out before it can move forward. Given the complexities and potential far-reaching implications, it is highly unlikely that this case will be tried before the 2024 presidential election. Meanwhile, although the classified documents case has stalled, Trump continues to fight charges of 34 counts of falsifying business records in New York. Although jail time seems unlikely, Judge Juan Merchan threatened Trump with arrest for violating the ban on public comments. Merchan's warning was unequivocal. "Mr. Trump, I want you to realize, the last thing I want to do is put you in jail. I fully understand the magnitude of such a decision, but at the end of the day, I have to fulfill my duties." In my opinion, Judge Merchan would clearly love to send Trump to jail, but he also probably realizes that such a move could rally Trump supporters and actually play along with him on the eve of the election. It's a delicate balancing act, and Merchan may be acting very cautiously to avoid unintended consequences. Trump himself has embraced the possibility of going to jail for defending the Constitution and the right to free speech. He stated, "The judge put a ban on me from making public comments and threatened me with jail if I violated it. And frankly, you know what? The Constitution is far more important than jail. It's not even close. I'm willing to make that sacrifice any day." Such an uncompromising tone is endearing to Trump's base of supporters, who see him as a defender of their rights and a bulwark against perceived government arbitrariness. But critics argue that Trump's disregard for the court's rulings and his willingness to sacrifice personal liberty for political ends raise serious concerns and could set a dangerous precedent. As the trial unfolded in New York, adult film actress Stormy Daniels gave detailed testimony about unwanted sexual advances from Trump. This unexpected twist added spice to the already scandalous proceedings. Daniels' testimony centered on an alleged $130,000 payment that Trump's former attorney Michael Cohen allegedly made to her to keep her quiet about their alleged affair. Prosecutors insist that Trump illegally spent the payment as legal expenses to cover up the alleged affair, while the defense is defending the position that it was a legitimate expense. Ultimately, it may come down to who the jury will believe more, admitted liar Michael Cohen or Donald Trump. What's curious is that the head of the accounting team who signed the check for this payment revealed that it was his decision and everything looked like a legitimate legal expense. This revelation has the potential to cast doubt on the prosecution's position. The situation is further confused by seeming contradictions in Stormy Daniels' own testimony. She initially claimed she didn't care about the money, but later admitted that she had demanded payment through her attorney, threatening to terminate the deal otherwise. Daniels' credibility is now in big question, and Trump's defense team will undoubtedly try to exploit these contradictions during cross-examination. It also emerged that Daniels had previously signed letters, twice denying the affair and payments from Trump, and she now owes him $300,000 in a lost libel case. The trial has already been dubbed a circus as both sides try to discredit witnesses and evidence from the opposing side. It's a risky legal battle that could have far-reaching implications for Trump's political future and the 2024 presidential election. In an unexpected turn of events, New York State Senator Kevin Parker, who helped pass the Adult Survivors' Rights Protection Act that allowed E. Jean Carroll to sue Trump, has found himself accused of assaulting a woman in 2004. Some observers have wittily dubbed this crazy karma. While Trump continues to struggle with legal challenges, Biden's campaign has not missed an opportunity to attack him on a variety of fronts, including the issue of the migration crisis at the border. In a recent ad, the Biden campaign criticized Trump's policy of separating migrant families, with campaign manager Julie Rodriguez stating, "To this day, President Biden has worked tirelessly to reunite children with their families. This is the enduring legacy of Trump. who took aim at mothers and children in the name of getting tough on illegal immigration. However, immigration attorney Monica Lagranca criticized the Biden administration, stating, "We have sounded the alarm about the ongoing cases of family separation under the Biden administration since 2021, but the administration has failed to implement policies that would effectively prevent these situations." It's a highly complex and emotionally charged topic on which both sides blame each other for failing to deal with the problem. Supporters of Trump's policy argue that it has acted as a deterrent, while critics decry the inhumane treatment of migrant families and children. Meanwhile, sensational revelations have surfaced in Georgia that could potentially affect the outcome of the 2020 presidential election. The state's Board of Elections has admitted that both the manual recount and certified machine recount violated the state's election laws. Moreover, 380,761 digital images of ballots were missing on election night, raising serious questions about the transparency of the process and possible fraud. These shocking findings exonerate those labeled crazy for questioning the integrity of the 2020 election. If these facts are confirmed, the implications could be enormous and potentially lead to a revision of the presidential election results in key swing states like Georgia and Wisconsin. While the legal battles continue, the dispute over the future of TikTok in the U.S. has taken an interesting turn. After President Biden signed legislation requiring the app to be sold so that it can remain available in the U.S. market, TikTok filed a countersuit against the U.S. government. In its lawsuit, the company argues that enforcing this law would be an unconstitutional and excessive exercise of government power that violates the First Amendment under the pretext of national security concerns. It's a complex issue involving free speech, data privacy, and the influence of tech giants like Google and Facebook, who have been accused of using their financial power to shape political outcomes. Despite all this controversy, President Biden made a notable statement at the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum, condemning the spread of anti-Semitism on college campuses and siding firmly with Israel against the terrorist group Hamas. His words underscore the ongoing battle against hatred and extremism, as well as the importance of remembering and learning from history's darkest pages. Sadly, even as food aid trucks attempted to reach civilians in the Gaza Strip, Hamas militants reportedly opened fire on civilians. Many were killed or wounded. This is a tragic reminder of the brutality of terrorist groups and the suffering they inflict on the very people they claim to represent. As events unfold, I urge you to remain vigilant and engaged. These are complex issues with enormous implications, and it is critical to approach them with an open mind, a commitment to truth, and a desire for justice. Thank you for watching this video and taking the time to stay informed. Your support is very important, so please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Spread this video and help us continue to bring you the latest news and analysis on these vital topics. Remember, you are remarkable and your voice matters. I wish you a wonderful day and may peace and understanding prevail in these challenging times.